Thank you all for being here today. I really appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to come listen to me. Something I wanted to talk about today is the World Health Organization reports that over 5 million people a year are killed by tobacco cigarettes or related tobacco diseases. Faced with this staggering fact, many smokers are looking for alternative ways to quit cigarettes. And for me, it was the e-cigarette. So I wanted to discuss that today. The e-cigarette is an electronic cigarette. When I'm going to discuss those, basically what an electronic cigarette is, why is smoking so detrimental, and why can't people quit smoking. And then after that, we'll talk about some of the things related to e-cigarettes and why they are so useful for quitting smoking. According to a study by Anderson, fewer than 6% of smokers are able to quit each year, and only 5% of these people who attempt to quit smoking actually stay away from cigarettes for more than 6 months, which is a very small figure when you think about it. Cigarettes are addictive because of the nicotine that's within them. Your body becomes addicted to nicotine, and then it craves it. But for many smokers, not just giving up nicotine, it's also the social and interaction with the cigarette. Like, if it were just nicotine, nicotine patches would work. But unfortunately, they don't for many people because it's the social stigma that goes with it. When you're hanging out with people who are smoking, there's other cues to wanting that cigarette. So e-cigarettes replace the hand-to-mouth and also the socializing with other people who smoke. The replacement of these physical and psychological factors is what helps with the e-cigarette, and that's what attributes so much of the success for e-cigarettes. The electronic cigarette itself is composed of several parts. There's a battery part that takes up most of it. A lot of them have like little LED lights on it that look like you're smoking a cigarette. Then there's a cartridge which holds a liquid. This liquid is what contains the nicotine that our bodies are addicted to. It also contains flavoring. They come in hundreds of different flavors that you could think of, like coconut or banana or cigarettes. It also has like a plug so that you can recharge it, and then it has a mouthpiece on it and a little button that you push to get to the vapor. What it does is it ignites this. It doesn't ignite it. The liquid that's within the cartridge becomes a vapor that you inhale similar to smoking. So it has all the physical characteristics of smoking a cigarette. Why they're so successful is because people feel like they're still smoking and they're still getting the nicotine. With these vapors, you can limit how much nicotine you're getting. For example, you can go from 2% to 1% to no percent and come down gradually so that your body's not addicted to nicotine anymore. One of the pilot studies that they did over a 6-month period tracked 40 different smokers in their attempt to quit using the tobaccos. In the study, 67.5% of the subjects were able to quit smoking cigarettes for the full 24-week program, which is really important. Overall, the quit rate was 22.5%, and there was at least a 50% reduction in smoking with the remaining subjects, which is quite a large number when you think about so many people are not able to quit smoking. It was such a small percentage to such a large percentage of this study population. Another study gave that some users the placebo e-cigarette, while other users used an electronic cigarette that contained nicotine, but both without the user's knowledge. And the nicotine-filled electronic cigarettes and the placebos were found to drastically reduce the user's craving for tobacco. So even without the nicotine in it, the e-cigarette helps people to stop craving a cigarette, which goes back to the psychological part of smoking cigarettes. The United States Food and Drug Administration and the Center for Disease Control don't regulate electronic cigarettes, which is why some people feel that they're not as safe as smoking tobacco. What they don't realize is that of the 18 brands of electronic cigarettes that the FDA actually tested, only one of them had less than 1% of ethylene glycol, which is an ingredient found in antifreeze. And this became a debate of whether or not they're healthier or not healthier than cigarettes. But when you smoke a cigarette, there's over 500 carcinogens that you're igniting and placing into your body, into your lungs, and into your bloodstream, which is how we get heart disease, strokes, and cancers. In conclusion, electronic cigarettes are a safer alternative to smoking for several reasons. First of all, because they're not combusting all of these carcinogens, and the chemicals are not going into your body. You can reduce the nicotine level that you're taking in and kind of wean yourself off of nicotine and cigarettes, and it also is a good substitute for the oral fixation and the socialization. stigmatization from other people. So when faced with the choice of continuing to smoke tobacco cigarettes and facing with the inevitable destruction to the human body, the use of electronic cigarettes, many people are turning to the e-cigarettes. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it.